Hi, good evening. So here I have a little experiment I want to do some time ago. This is for my students in deep and advanced open waters. I have some this weekend, and especially for deep, we have to demonstrate a few objects that they shrink underwater. So we try, different things in the past, like balloons and things like this. But I thought just to try like a big block of foam and a syringe. So essentially, just see how the syringe proportionally moves, because that way we can even measure, how the ATMs relate to the liters inside or the milliliters inside of the syringe. So here is the little chamber I have here today that emulates a little piece of ocean, and right now it's just sitting there at surface level. So you can see a 0 in the indicator, and that indicates that you are on the surface because it's 0 bars. Now when I go to 1 bar, that is like approximately 1 ATM, it's going to be like about 10 meters, 2 bars 20 meters, and 3 bars, that is the maximum I'm going to use today, is about 3 meters or 100 feet. So we're going to go all the way to 100 feet to see what happened to this block of foam and this syringe. The block of foam is essentially trapped like in a little cage made with zip ties. So we can see the effect of the shrinking when the zip ties become loose, right? So right now it's very, very tight, as you can see. And the syringe is around 5 milliliters. That is just the default volume that it has when it's in the 1 ATM, that is the surface, that it will be 0 bars at this particular point. So we're going to start putting some pressure here so we emulate a descent in the ocean. All right, so that's start moving. We're going to see the effect on both the syringe and the block. You can see the syringe already moving. All right, so we're gonna go all the way to half. That it should be 1 ATM additional. You can see the foam already very loose in there, you see? The zip tie is loose, what shows that the foam is shrinking. So volume is in excess of 2 extra ATMs, so the volume in the syringe is a little bit over 2 milliliters. That will be consistent with what we see here right now. That is about 125 approximately bars. Gonna go all the way to 2. That will be an additional ATM. Going there. So at that point will be like dividing twice. So somewhere about 2.5 plus, I will say. Yeah, we can see here right now something like 1.67, I guess. That's approximately, just the 1/3 of the 5 that we had before. That is exactly what I expected. The foam is becoming really small. You can see the zip tie totally hanging on the side. Almost the block can escape, but it's already tied, with the little cable as well, so it's not gonna go anywhere. All right, so where we are here, we're gonna go now to 100 feet. Yep. Becoming smaller and smaller. At that point, it should be like 125 or so milliliters on the syringe. So a little bit more. All right, stop. I don't want to blow up this. All right, there we are. That's 3 bars right now. That's 100 feet. And this syringe is around 1.5. The foam is very small in there. So I will say this is everything that is expected. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do an ascent. So we're going to remove the pressure, but we're going to do it much faster so we can see a more dramatic effect. All right. So let me remove the pressure. I'm going to do it quick so we can see the syringe moving. So when we reach about 2.5, that will be about 10 meters. Yep, correct. And the foam again is becoming bigger. It still is loose. So let's remove more pressure. Let's go back to the surface. There you are. You see, it's tying. Yeah, now it's the original size. Syringe is back to 5. All right, success. I think this was pretty good. I want really to do this because last time I tried in the ocean, with a syringe, it became leaking. So I had to do this modification here, putting some seal with silicone, and appears to be working okay to 100 feet. All right, beautiful. Thank you for watching.